The kids are going back to school, and while you're looking forward to them bringing home good grades, there's one thing we can all do without them carrying home in their backpacks. Their classrooms can be a breeding ground for germs that cause cold and flu.
According to a recent study from the CDC, roughly 42 million of school-age children aged 5 to 17 missed school in the past 12 months. Fact is, there are over 1 billion colds in the U.S. every year. Kids average about 3 to 8 colds a year, which means parents often catch them from kids. Colds are the most common reasons for absences from school and work. That leads to 91.5% of children visiting the family doctor and 9.5 million children in the United States getting prescription medications.
Ask anyone what you should do when your family gets a cold, and you'll get countless answers. That's why we invited Dr. Dean Mitchell. As an author and one of the top allergists and respiratory specialists, he's here with important information on how we can prevent the cold and flu bug. Welcome, Dr. Mitchell.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm glad to talk about going back to school and how to avoid allergies and sinus infections.
So, Dr. Mitchell, what can we do to help prevent colds when kids are at school and start exchanging germs with their playmates?
It's so important that the children learn to wash their hands in between activities, because washing hands decreases the germs that can spread from one child to another. The other thing is that when you're coughing, to try not to cough into your hand. That'll also just spread the germs from your hand to anything else that you touch. The third thing is try to stay hydrated. By drinking more fluids, your body's immune system is stronger and you're less likely to get infected. And the final thing is to remember, saline nasal sprays like Ocean Nasal Spray are so important in keeping the sinuses moist so you're less prone to getting viruses or allergens.
Well, you walk into any drugstore or pharmacy and you're overwhelmed with the amount of cold and allergy products, yet they all obviously do different things. So where should we start?
All you need to do is look in the over-the-counter aisle. What's available is the saline nasal sprays, which are extremely useful in keeping your membranes moist so it prevents getting cold or sinus infections, and also if you use it, helps clean out the sinuses to decrease the risk of getting allergies.
Now, you mentioned saline nasal sprays and rinses. Would people benefit from practicing daily nasal care routines just like they do with daily oral care routines?
My answer to them is yes. By using saline nasal sprays on a regular basis, you can decrease your risk of infections and also your risk of getting allergens.
And it's comforting to know that Ocean saline nasal spray products can be used with prescriptions. Now, Ocean actually started the nasal saline category almost 40 years ago, but how do products like this actually work?
Products like the Ocean Nasal Spray work by local action inside the nose with the tiny little hair-like cells called cilia. They moisturize those cells so those cells are able to sweep out bacteria and allergens with greater ease. And the beauty of this type of treatment is that it's not absorbed into the rest of the body, so it doesn't interact with other medications.
And why might using non-medicated sinus treatments be better for you than using medications containing active drug ingredients?
Saline nasal sprays can be used in different situations. They can be used as a preventive to help people who are concerned about getting recurrent sinus infections, and they can also be used in the acute setting when all of a sudden you're developing severe nasal congestion to get relief immediately.
And it's good to know that a product with a long and trusted heritage like Ocean offers a full range of products to help protect all the members of your family against nasal and sinus symptoms at home or on the go. To learn more about safe and natural treatments for sinus congestion and nasal symptoms associated with colds, flu, and allergies, visit oceannasalcare.com.